Well, hey guys, welcome to this video. It's so good, and I'm gonna like it, but you guys are gonna love this, and I got myself right here. You're gonna do the top best moments of E3 2017 right now. Oh my god, that fucking guy. If you didn't get who I was trying to be there, we'll get to him soon enough. So welcome to the extremely late top 10 worst moments of E3 2017. Without further ado, let's begin. And I will certainly get wet. The first bad moment. The first bad moment will begin with Ubisoft's Just Dance. You know they always have this every year, but it just still feels so. It doesn't belong. Like, yes, it's a video game, but I feel like, what does dancing have to do with actually showing the video game? But still, it just seems like, you know, these Sub-Zero guys are like, please kill me, please. Like, I'm not quite dead inside yet, but I need to be. I mean, it's a good paycheck, probably, but it's just bad. It's always bad. You always know they're gonna have it, because they're always gonna release another Just Dance. So, you know, that's it for that. The next thing is, again with Ubisoft, rewinding back to minute 44, we have Ubisoft, you know, with some context, Ubisoft talking about, oh, hey, all this fan creation stuff, which I'll admit, you know, the fan content creation they're showing is pretty cool, but then we get to the famous Reddit post of someone comparing the new Ubisoft logo to being a pile of shit. And why is this the worst moment, one of the worst moments of E3? Because Ubisoft doesn't realize that in the past, and even currently, they're pretty fucking shitty. Like, let's be honest, we know that they've had notorious downgrades to their games that were released. They really hold back DLC, and let's not, you know, forget about all the glitches, you know, a game like Assassin's Creed Unity have. It's like, oh, let that go. No, don't ever let it go. It's just funny because Ubisoft doesn't realize that they're just a shitty company. Even though, you know, their presentation this E3 wasn't that bad. But again, it's just hilarious that they didn't realize that they're kind of a shitty company and they don't have self-awareness. And it just shows because they only care about their money. Alright, the next one will be, oh god, just listen.
What up, guys? Thank you for having me, EA. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jesse Wellens, and I am a YouTube creator. So I am here to talk about Need for Speed Payback. If you guys didn't know, Need for Speed Payback, yeah, it's a great game. But all right. All set aside, I'm a YouTube creator. Need for Speed Payback, it's coming out. I got my boy Marcus, executive producer here. He is...
Yeah, I know, it was a very bad impersonation, but still, what the fuck was that guy on? Clearly, he did get high beforehand. People were like, oh, you're so funny when you high. What are these guys smoking? When you smoke, you're not funny. Like, you're just not funny. You think you're funny, and people who smoke around you think you're funny, or if they're idiots, they think you're funny. But no, this was so unprofessional and stupid. And oh my god, what a fucking goddamn hipster. I have no idea who this fucking guy is. And honestly, that was terrible, a terrible moment, because why did you hire this fucking just normal guy who just happens to have, oh, I happen to have a YouTube channel, but I'd be a content creator. Doesn't mean you're good at presenting things. And honestly, this will go into the next worst moment. And that will be two definitive moments I can say was in the EA presentation and the PC game presentation. All the presentations that featured YouTubers / streamers like talking from their homes or where their studios, wherever the hell they are. And just like that cringy YouTube hipster from before, it was just so unprofessional. Not only seeing their very terrible bit crushed streams being, well, streamed on the recording, not only does it look grainy and have bad camera resolution and stuff, it just seems so shilled also. Of course they're paid to do this. Of course they're paid to say all these things and act this way on a stream. Of course they are. And let me just say, this one I remember, the guy who on Battlefield 1 jumped off a horse and threw an anti-tank grenade on a driving vehicle, that is not interesting at all. That is not something cool that you can do. It's just, oh, you did it because you have decent reaction time, okay, and the health of the vehicle was low enough. It's not that hard. So the last two were just bad because it was so amateur. They were obviously paid, and it was really uninteresting. Alright, we'll be moving on to the next one, and this would be Bethesda's entire presentation. Its setup was pretty good because it did a lot like Nintendo Spotlight, which is really good. But what did they show? Old games that we've seen for years. Not just last year, years. I think we saw something of Doom like 2 years ago, I believe. And the uninteresting games they showed. Oh, Skyrim for Nintendo Switch. Okay, Skyrim for VR. Okay, The Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know anyone who plays Elder Scrolls Online. Oh, our Legends of Skyrim, or was it Legends of Tamriel? Like, oh, the blatant ripoff of the what was the fucking Warcraft one? Hearthstone. Like, and the Doom VR looks horrible. Like, everyone's like, oh, the Doom VR looks really cool. Oh, that movement system for especially, did you even play the Doom that came out? Was it 2016, 2015? Did you even play that? Because the movement system is nice and fluid and you just keep going. It's not like stupid little teleporting. That's so dumb. And it was just awful. Bethesda, you had the worst presentation by far, making you one of the worst moments of E3. Just as a side note, they did have Wolfenstein 2 at their presentation, but that was not enough to save it from being the worst presentation of this year's E3. The next one is another not-so moment. It's just a thing that presentation was. And this was the PC Gaming Show's stage setup. And I really liked how they had this more talk show-like atmosphere, and it was a little more casual. But it seems like not even from last year to this year, they've been building up more of this. Let's be like these other publishers, and it just doesn't work. It's just terrible and cringeworthy. Just be people being like, hey, I'm a PC gamer. You're a PC game developer. Let's just talk about the game instead of trying hard to make these cringeworthy jokes. They're just fucking horrible. All right, the next worst moment of E3 would be something that took place outside of the main events. So technically this is like an extra, like, honorable mention, you could think of that as, and that would be Warner Brother Entertainment or Warner Brother Game Studios, whatever the fuck they're called. They're cringe fucking orcs from it was when they were doing their own game Spotlight thing and showcasing Shadow of War, and they had these fucking, just watch this.
One. Is this right? 10? 10 are we? Okay. I see you brought some guests with you. That was a cool audible you called.
I don't go anywhere without these guys.
We go where we want, man filth.
That's what you call a tonal shift. All right.
Yeah, more amateur trying to be, oh, let's be cool bullshit. It's like, how much money did they have to waste on paying those actors to do that stupid shit that they did? It was just a waste, not only of time, a waste of money, and it was a waste of my fucking hearing too, because God, they were annoying. The next one is going back to EA's presentation with the Men in Blazers. Now, I'll admit ignorance here. I don't play or watch sports at all, or even play sports games, so I guess I wouldn't know who they are, but holy shit, the way they acted was just like, this is not the right environment for that. Just take a listen here.
I went early, Rog. I went early. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Men in Blazers. That's Rog, the bald one. I'm Davo, way less bald in person. We are delighted to be here.
Oh, we really are. Some of you will know us as the hosts of one of the top 3 most popular football shows ever to be produced in the panic room and the crap part of Soho.
That is true. Somehow, we convinced world leaders like Will Ferrell to come talk to us about the 5th best sport in the world.
Oh, we've tricked them all, Davo.
Yep.
And the common thread for us is always...
Yeah, it's just, they didn't belong, and I have no idea who these fucking guys are. You know, come to think of it, regardless of whether I or other people knew who these guys were, isn't the reason why they just didn't belong here. They didn't belong because they sucked, and were not funny or entertaining to anyone at all. And I know EA is trying to pander to the soccer fans, but I guarantee you, not a single one of them would find these two funny, at least in this setting. EA is just trying to show how hip they are by having these internet celebrities and these guys on who can't present worth a damn. It just proves how out of touch EA truly is, thinking that, oh, just because you have a lot of people who watch you or listen to you, you can present things well. No, it's just more terrible shit everyone had to sit through when they could have just hired professionals or even used their own employees. The next thing is another EA, actually EA and Xbox, was these esports commentators. The ones for EA was like when we were watching Battlefront 2 gameplay, and that was, just shut the fuck up. Oh my god, we don't want to hear you, we just want to play the game. Leave that stuff for the official fucking tournaments going on after a game is out, not before it's out. And then Xbox did this too with Project Darwin, I believe it's called. This guy, he's like, oh, look at that fucking guy killing them, and stupid name killed other stupid name guy here. It's like, it's just so weird seeing that guy up there. I mean, he seemed like he knew what he was doing, he seemed competent enough, but the way they presented him and did it over obviously recorded footage was just terrible, and it was so pointless, completely defeating the purpose of having commentating when it wasn't even like live. I mean, it was live, but the game footage was live. How the fuck does that even work? The next and second to last one would be this really short moment, and there it is, right there. There it is. It's at the Sony's press conference. These two Sony fanboys were literally bowing themselves. Was it after the third game announcement? It was after Days Gone, and that game looks okay. I mean, yeah, you have to see how good it actually will be, but it has nothing to do really with Sony as much as it has to do with this sickening fanboy culture that's been developed, that's been going on. You know, you could say it's always been there, but I just feel like it's gotten to this ridiculous point, and it's like people are not even willing to be like, okay, let's reserve our praise until after a game comes out, you know? Because I guarantee you people did stuff like that back when Killzone Shadowfall and Knack was going to be released, and those games were fucking awful. Okay, maybe not fucking awful, but they weren't good, let's put it that way. It just shows how terrible fanboy culture has gotten, and this shit needs to stop. And the number one worst moment of all E3 2017 had to have been, let's go back to Bethesda, and it was their Creation Club. I know I talked about Bethesda before, but even if they didn't have that fucking Creation Club, they still did the worst. And oh my god, let's make you pay for mods. I can't remember exactly who did this, but I know this happened once already with another publisher. This is fucking ridiculous. It's like, oh, let's make you pay for it. It's not mods. They're not mods anymore. They're fucking DLC. And I honestly don't need to go over how fucked up and wrong this is. And it made it just so sickening. It is one of the worst aspects of E3 2017. Oh my god, that was painful. And you know, it's always painful. Every E3 for the past, I don't know, half a decade, even more, has just been painful all the time. I swear, everyone needs to adopt the Nintendo Spotlight thing to avoid all this bullshit and cringe that happens that you've heard a million times before. So alright, that's it for this video. Post down below what your least favorite moment of E3 2017 was, and I'll be going back to doing nothing again. But if you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe for more countdowns, reviews, and commentaries yet to come sometime. Alright, have a good one out there.